forgot my sunglasses. Good morning, guys. It's 8 o'clock here, and just realized I forgot my sunglasses, and it's pretty bright today. Shoot. Well, I am on my way to ProTinkerToys.com this morning. Just kind of left. Usually I leave a little bit earlier, but I wanted...
In half a mile, slight right onto US 250 West.
I wanted to get there a little bit later. I didn't want to... Hey, thanks, Phil. Thanks. I got your text, but I went to bed. I wasn't feeling the best last night, so I went to bed early. So, sorry, I did not reply. Actually, my wife told me I didn't look good and go upstairs and lay down. That was at like 7. So, I just went the wrong way because I'm not paying attention.
Continue on US 250 West for 4 miles.
No, I'm on 30. What are they talking about? Yeah, what is this thing talking about? Sorry. Yeah, I think I was just really tired. This week, I've not slept well at all. Every day I woke up at like 1 in the morning. Even today, even this morning, I woke up at like 1 in the morning. And I actually went downstairs and boxed a few things up because of it. And then came back to bed like 2. Yeah, I'm on the right path. Because usually I went into Oroville, where we used to live, to get a surprise for someone. Hey, good morning, Mark. Are you fishing this morning? If you're fishing, I'll only go on for a few minutes and then we'll watch you fish. I do enjoy watching you fish in the morning. When I was a kid, I always used to watch Roland Martin and Jimmy Houston and Bill Dance. So I love watching fishing. Roland Martin always go, "Oh, son." And he'd be at like Lake Okeechobee. He'd have shiners bigger than the bass I'd be catching here in Ohio, catching like 8-pounders. Bill Dance, I think, was my favorite though. Ah, darn! Did you catch anything? Oh, okay. Oh, there's a buck out there. Nice buck. All by himself. Way out in the middle of the field. So our first house, we lived on a golf course, and it was just us and the golf course owner's house, but they were ways away. And on that course, they had 3 ponds. Oh, you didn't use any live bait? Okay. So they had 3 ponds, and I had total access to the course. Like, I could take my 4-wheeler all the way around on the outsides, you know. I could fish it anytime I want, and I hunted it. I was the only one to hunt the property. Gosh, we killed so many deer over there. And I could come home from work, not even change clothes, sit in my tree stand, and kill a deer anytime I wanted. It was crazy. But yeah, I loved coming home from work, grabbing the fishing pole and my backpack, because I had my stuff in my backpack, and I'd go up to the first 2 ponds on my 4-wheeler and like decompress for like an hour and just fish. I love that. Oh, that's what I miss the most about that house, is having access to that. So, but yeah, so we got a ways to Pro Tinker into Morgan here. I have to turn this down. But I figured I'd go live for an hour or so this morning. honestly, just to help kill the time. But I was gonna say shad, yeah. Mark, how warm's the water? Yeah, there's still. Once it starts, I better slow down. I didn't realize the speed limit was 60. I was doing 73. Oh, nice, Ted. Just to let everybody know, there is another GT40 that was just released. It's an exclusive. Sorry if the camera's shaking. It's on the. It's kind of a cheap mount, but it works. There is a another GT40 besides Brian. Make sure you get Brian's too, though, because it's really nice. But there's another GT40, and it's a company called Nitro Hobbies. They did the Chrome GT40 about a year ago. They just released yesterday, I believe, a black and gold GT40, which I picked up too. So they are very, very nice. They're kind of they're $50. I mean, they're the same price as Brian's exclusive. So you'll have to go to nitrohobbies.com. It's kind of hard to find on the website, but just type in the search, just write in exclusive. So, but if you're a GT40 fan, they're very nice looking. But and make sure you grab the GT40s from the Brian's selling, because those are going to go quick. He's only got a certain amount. So that's the main reason why I'm coming down today, is to pick up mine. So, and other things, I'll get some other stuff. I do have a surprise for Mr. Young today. I'm not going to tell him, but I think he will enjoy it. But yeah, so it might grease the wheel, if you know what I mean. I need certain cars, just try to grease a wheel. Yep, that's what we use here. Well, actually, I use that, but then I use what's the braid? I use braid for like the first, like, I don't know, 10 yards of line, and then the rest is that fluorocarbon. Good morning, Steve. Steve, your stuff's going out this morning, along with who got stuff? Steve, Jim Benito, and who's the other person? I forget who the other person was. It's going to Illinois. But yeah, I like using braids sometimes if I have to, where I'm going into some heavy, thick stuff. I have a couple St. Croix rods, and then Shimano. Mine are Shimano reels. Yeah, my buddy got me into the whole. He's big into fishing. I mean, he's probably got $100,000 in it, in just fishing equipment, not like boats, equipment. Right. I know Phil is big into trout. He sent me He likes going trout fishing a lot. He sent me some pictures of that. Mark, I'm telling you, you got a whole nother channel, buddy, of the fishing. Saturday morning with Mark. You got it. Oh, really? Yeah, I've never broke a few. I've never broke any. And I've caught 4 or 5 pound. We would go smallmouth fishing a lot, and those fish are super aggressive, super strong on Lake Erie, and I've never had a problem. But yeah, I think, Mark, you need to do a fishing channel. I know people would watch. And a lot of companies, like my buddy, he wins tournaments. They go to New York, they win tournaments all the time. And he gets stuff sent to him free all the time to test out and try. It's pretty cool. So he gives me a bunch of stuff. So that's where I get a lot of my stuff from. Like those St. Croix rods, I never paid anything for those. I didn't pay for really much that I had. I have a ton. I gave my brother-in-law a rod and reel setup. My buddy worked part-time at a place. I think there's multiple of them, and there might be some in Florida. It's called Fisherman's Central, if you guys have ever heard of it. They do a lot of online stuff too. But he worked there like a part-time thing, just to hang out with the guys that they would do tournaments with. Yeah, I get it. Just set it and forget it. That's how I look at it. But the other day when you did your live stream, that was really cool. Yeah, Mark, I think that would be really cool. A lot of people like fishing, man. It's just another, it's your getaway from slot cars and fishing are your getaway, which are good. That's healthy. Whew. I hate this stretch of the highway. It's only 60 miles an hour, and they're state troopers, so you got to be careful. We have just a little bit of trace of snow here. It's chilly today. Yesterday it was a little bit warmer, but my truck says 20. But on Thursday it was like 0, below 0 with the wind chill. But we just have a trace of snow. I mean, I see all the grass still, but man, it's cold. But Monday and Tuesday we're gonna be close to 60. That's Ohio. So Scott gave me the heads up on that. Oh yeah, you ain't kidding. Keeping that boat still, and yeah. See, we have a lot of lakes here in Ohio that's electric only, which is nice because then the kayakers can get out there and stuff like that and fish and not be bothered. Because that's a big thing now. People getting on kayaks, but shoot, the rigs that people have with kayaks, they cost like thousands of dollars. Oh, yep, you need to check out this video that was filmed. Yeah, check that out. But yeah, so I plan to pick up some cars today from Brian. I don't know, I might pick up some other things to give away to some less fortunate kids and stuff like that. We adopted a family for Christmas, and it's sad because the mom just wanted pajamas and toilet paper. And I'm like, man, it must be really bad if you can't. mean, toilet paper is expensive, but it's pretty sad when, you know, you ask for toilet paper for Christmas. I mean, I was like, how bad is it, you know? And then there's a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. The 3-year-old wants anything basketball, which we thought was interesting for a 3-year-old. That's pretty cool. And then the 5-year-old wanted anything monster truck. So Alex had him handled. So Alex picked out a ton of stuff for that kid for monster trucks. And then we got the other kid like I call them kitchen hoop, because that's what I had. The hoops that a clip on a door, and then some basketballs. And so I think I'm gonna get them a slot car set. I don't know if they're too young for it. I'd hate to give them something, but I had one that age, so I think I might get them a slot car set. You never know. Here we got 10 people. Hey, good morning, John. 68. Holy smokes. And you probably had jeans on and a sweatshirt. You were probably cold with that. We had a lady at my work. She retired. Her last day was yesterday. And my work's not very big. We only have about, I don't know, 45 people. And she's worked there for 45 years. It's crazy. Well, she has a place down in, where'd she say? Now I forget where her condo is, but it was right on, they've had for years, right on the water. But she literally is leaving today to go there for 6 months. They're going to 6 months there and 6 months here. And I'm like, she was like, Adam, here, look, today, she was like, today it was 74 or something like that yesterday. I'm like, oh my gosh. But she told me anytime I want to come down, come on down, we got a place. So I got a buddy that lives in Fort Myers that always tells me I can stay there when I want to visit. So I've never been to Florida. Alex wants to go to Florida really bad, so. And we're not Disney people, so I mean, there's a time that I would like to go to Disney World just to see it, just say, oh, all right, I've been there, that's enough. I'm not a big fan of crowds, so, and people, entitled people, and crowds are never, those are not my people, so. Oh yeah, so you still understand. What's funny, Mark, is when I watch your lives and you have guys over, it's like, I thought you were in New York still, because every guy seems like they're from New York. They just all went down south. Yeah, that's what I figured, Mark. You're all up north. Wow, we got 12 people. But yeah, so that's the plan today, is to see, and it sounds like Brian and them have gotten a lot of, AutoWorld's coming out with stuff back again. Like, he said that they got those Super 3s they haven't had those Super 3s, like the Golf, for 2 years. Nobody. So, stuff like that. And then I saw some of the new stuff that's going to be out. I'm like, dang. But I did think it was interesting that AutoWorld, I went on their website just to see, they're selling every other car. So they're selling a Thunderjet from their website. They're selling a 4-gear. They're selling Thunderjet 4-gear. But they're not selling any extractions, which I thought was interesting. So I wonder, I don't think they're going to ever do away with the extraction, but I thought that was surprising. But maybe they do better with I know they sell more Thunderjets than any other chassis because they have more bodies for Thunderjets, which makes sense. So, and then AFX, I don't know if you guys have been on Brian's website, but AFX is coming out with 2 Firebirds, I believe a 73 and a 70. And then they're coming out with a Senna special car. I assume it's an F1, but it's not going to be an old school F1. I haven't seen a picture. I've just seen that it's coming soon. So I assume it's going to be some kind of paint scheme from Senna. Hopefully the Marlboro, but who knows? That would look cool. Yeah. I just watched Lewis Hamilton drive his Marlboro car in Brazil. It was raining though, so he couldn't really get on it. But they're coming out with cars, so we'll see what the Firebird looks like. I'm sure it's the same as that, same body and maybe look as the orange and white flame and the blue and white flame Camaros. But hey, it's something new, so I don't mind. I'm just coming through Mansfield now, so I got a ways. I text Brian, said, hey, don't make me breakfast, because they eat breakfast. They'll be eating breakfast before me. Don't leave it out. And he goes, I'm not even up yet. And I go, I bet Ryan is. just to poke the bear a little bit. So he says, I need more coffee and the wife wants to go. All right, Mark, thanks for stopping in, man. Be careful. We've talked about buying a boat, my wife and I, because we have a big travel trailer, but Brianna can't back anything up, so I don't know if she'd be able to pull a boat. We've talked about getting jet skis, 2 jet skis. Actually, I've talked about the jet skis because I think that would be fun for Alex, and then you don't have to bring a ton of people, because you can only fit so many people on a boat, and my wife's family's big, so I'm not gonna buy a pontoon boat because we like to go tubing. Even though we've been on pontoon boats tubing and they're fun, I mean they're fast. My uncle had one, and then we rented one this summer and went tubing on it. That was a blast, actually. Oh, the mayor's here? Did I see the mayor? Oh, there he is. Hey, Mayor. Yep, same temperature here. It's chilly today. I was going to take the Civic. I'm like, you know what? The cruise button on the Civic doesn't work. I need to replace it. And I don't drive my truck that much. I'm like, I'm taking the truck. And it has Wi-Fi, so I get better signal. And it has YouTube music on here, so I can put anything I want and it plays. It's pretty cool. Hey, good morning, Chris. So yeah, if you guys weren't here, you're just getting in, there's a couple new cars that's out right now that you can purchase. One is from Nitro Hobbies. It's a black, these are chrome, this one's chrome, black and gold chrome. You go to nitrohobbies.com. They are the same company that did the chrome GT40. It's really, really nice, so check them out. It's $50. I got 2 of them. I have 2 of the regular chrome, one on the wall, one that I run. and then Brian's GT40 that's out. So make sure you go get Brian's GT40 because that's exclusive. They're only making I think 2,000, which is super for a GT40. That's nothing. Those things are gonna be worth money. So I would jump on those. Nitro Hobbies makes that chrome one that they did about a year ago. Oh, it's one of the nicest ones. So the gold chrome, I can't wait for that. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up today, Mayor. That's one of the main reasons why I'm going out here. So but wow, cool, 15 people at 8:25 in the morning. AutoWorld's coming back out with a lot of stuff, guys, and then they're gonna have, I think it's called their all-time greats. That's coming out real soon, probably Q1, early Q1, where they redid all their best cars. So like Bel Airs, like there's a couple Bel Airs in there that look really nice. They're doing another Mustang Super 3, I think. They're doing that truck, the F100, that looks really sharp. All right, Mayor, thanks for stopping in. But man, I was gonna say thanks for everyone tuning into my videos, and from my Wednesday video, we're almost to 500 views on that already. That's pretty good. I mean, my videos go from like 300 to 500 people at 500, almost 500 now. So that's pretty good, and I appreciate that. And I've gotten a lot of subscribers, so I think I'm at 415 right now. So if I get to 500, then I don't care after that. Hey, good morning, Bob. So, because I can do a little bit more stuff with that. Because I want to give away some things that I can do on there. It makes it a little bit easier. So, but Scott does his live stream tonight. I'll be there for that again. I wasn't there last week, unfortunately. I was at my work's. Well, this is Saturday, John. Any Tinker Club card news? Okay. So what they're going to do is, for the Tinker Club, they are, I don't know if I'm allowed to tell this or not, but oh well. There's a guy who I talk about all the time, Andrew. He does the 3D. This is what I was told what the plan was. They're going to do, he 3D prints cars. Like, so the cars that you guys have seen, the 3-window coupe roadsters that you guys saw that I have, the chrome, the black, and the red. Andrew makes those. Well, he makes these racing rig drag trucks. They almost look like they're semi-trucks, but they look like they have a wing on the back. They're awesome. But I believe that's what's going to be the Tinker Club car this year on an Extraction. And they look really cool. Now, I don't think they're going to have, their own card and stuff like that. I think it's just going to be, like, I don't know. But that's what they were talking about. That was the plan to do. Which, to me, may be the best one. I mean, they look awesome. Yeah, they are really cool. Oh, no, you're fine, John. I was like, I hope it's not Sunday. Because Brian's closed. I missed the whole day. I slept a whole day. I saw that Rich didn't go live last night. I hope he's all right. But, yeah, I wasn't feeling... I think I was just worn out. I picked up pizza and wings because Brianna wanted that for dinner. I had like 3 bites and I was like, I'm not hungry. I'm going to bed. So I went to bed. And I woke up at 1 in the morning and Alex was down, he fell asleep downstairs on the couch, so my wife left him. That kid was in the craziest position. No covers, just freezing. I could see he was cold. So I laid him down and put covers on him, and I'm like, the kid's so funny. But he got me at Christmas, it's Friday, they had Christmas gifts at school they could buy for their family, so you send money and it's not expensive, but he got me a Dad's Garage sign. It was kind of cool, so I was like, I'll put that in the lock card. But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna pick up today. I plan to get maybe even an RC. I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what Brian has. He's gotten a lot of stuff in, ramping up for Christmas, so why does this all look different? Man, I wasn't even going the speed limit. I was wondering why people were passing me. So grab a Super 2. I wish he had some, John. I was talking to Ted this week. Ted is the one that gifted me the Super 2 I have, and was giving me some education on them. And I watched a few videos this week too. Those cars are pretty cool. They're really, I mean, they're different than anything that's ever out, it seems like. Just, you know. But Ted was telling me that I need to run that car. He said that car runs great. So it has some, it's not 100% stock. It has hopped up. He told me, he said it's the most hopped up Super 2 you can build. So he's like, you should run it. It's really, really fast. So maybe I might take it around the track. It's like Nick Mason. He takes out all those old Ferrari race cars and runs them. They're meant to be ran. So maybe I'll do that. So I'm heading east. No more snow this way than what we have. It's warming up 2 degrees, so that's good. We're at 22 right now. Like I said, the AFX has got a couple new cars coming out, 2 Camaros and a Senna Tribute, I believe an F1 car. I haven't seen a picture, just descriptions. So, and there'll probably be a paint scheme of one of his cars. I'm hoping the Marlboro, so we'll see what happens. And I really, there's a part of me last night when Mark was doing his live stream yesterday. He's talking about his track, and I told you guys I want to do a routed track. So I looked up that Musgraves, and I looked at a track. I think it was a 3x12. That was pretty decent price. I think it was $900 that I may purchase. So I'm just intimidated on, I don't want to have to do that. Like I'm gonna need Mark's guidance on installing the rails and stuff. Like I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to him to see is it worth me doing it, because I don't run a lot of cars like he runs. I have Vipers, that's it. I mean, is it worth me buying a track like that if I don't run super hopped up stuff? Super 1. Yeah, I wonder how they came out with the Super 2. And then how they came out with the Super 3. That's a good question, Paul. But I need to talk to Ted, because Ted has a a really nice routed track too, and see what he thinks. Ted likes running old school Thunderjets. I don't. Well, I need to tune my track better. I feel that Thunderjets do not run well on my track, and it's probably because the fittings are not super tight. So we'll see. But it'd be nice to have a routed track like that. This one had like an underbridge though. It wasn't one level. I don't really want a bridge like that, but I think Alex would like that. Cars run smooth, yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. I don't have to fiddle with, you know, that. To be honest with you, I'd like to make a track, a custom track that looks like mine, but on the one back straight, make a couple S turns through there, not just you know, straight shot. And then having a track like that, well, and spending that much money would make me go down there and race. Since I moved all those cars off of the track, I've raced more in a week than I've raced in a year. So shame on me for doing that. So, and I'll be honest, like when Scott first did his like auctions, you know, he works in the same room he does his auctions. So I remember when I did sim racing, I worked in the same room I did sim racing. I didn't want to be down there in that room. And Scott's like, Adam, it's like a job. It's an extra job to sell cars. Like you gotta prep the show, you gotta get the cars, and then you gotta invoice people and you gotta pack them. I mean, it's honestly, it's like having another job. And sometimes I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing a Wednesday night auction. Sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to do any of that. So, like, there's some nights, and I hate saying this, but if I only sell 2 or 3 cars, I'm like, thank goodness. I don't feel like shipping all this, because it takes time. I mean, you got to build those boxes, and I like doing it. I like the interaction with you guys, and I appreciate everything you guys buy, and I like being able to give you guys good deals, so it helps out everybody. But moving it into the other room, that's been nice. I like that. I just got to figure out the lighting. I'm gonna take those lights that are there now. They clip out, and I can put different lighting into that track. So I might do that. I think you can do a shop light where it's above and it will just shine down. But I do enjoy racing. Me and Alex have been racing. He's been getting into it. He wants his own little case, so he can pick from his own cars. So I might get him some cars today while I'm here. Pick out some that he would like. He likes Batman. He loves Scooby-Doo. I have seen all the Tyco. So he's got a ton of it, but it's not, how should I say this? The variety of cars carded is not a lot. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not a lot. I mean, he has a lot of it, but the variants of them. So, I mean, he doesn't have like rare off twin packs, or he doesn't have that. He's got plenty of pit kits. He's got plenty of bodies from like F1 stuff, but they're bare bodies. He's got plenty of chassis. He's got plenty of bare chassis. He's got a lot of the cars and crew. He's got a lot of those. Like, I don't know how many they made of those different variations, but I know he has at least 6 different ones, 5 or 6 different ones, but he has tons of them. Bare as no painted. So like, let's say it's a red F1 Tyco body. There would be no stickers on it. It's just red. And then he has tons of different color heads that for the F1 bodies, like thousands of each color. So if you need a head for one of your Tyco F1 cars, then he's got them. He's got wings if you need wings for those cars. What else does he have? He's got a ton of stock tires that are brand new. Really, to me, the money maker for him is going to be the chassis, because that's what everybody wants. Right, Bob. So that'll be perfect. Put whatever decal you want. He's got all kinds of different colors. Red, I think yellow, white. He's got all kinds. What else? Tons of pit kits. He's got a bunch of the HP7 motors, just the motors. So I know a lot of people would like that. He's got a lot of stuff. But he's got a lot of 132nd fly stuff, so if people like that, that'll be good for him. But, I mean, it is the mother. I mean, he's got a ton of stuff. Like, if Auto World stopped making product for 2 years, he could keep his business running just off the Tyco for 2 years. That's how much he's got. So when he starts selling that stuff, you better buy 10 at a time. So 10 chassis or what? I mean, that stuff is going to go fast. In 2 years, it will be all gone. Yeah, so that's going to take time. I mean, you know, it's going to be a hard thing. Honestly, my opinion is if they want to get that, Daniel needs to only focus on Tyco and get that produced into the system, and Brian worries about everything else. Like they can't go back and forth. Like one needs to stay on that because there's so much of it. And thank goodness that Brian did that for the hobby, because people love those Tycos. Hey, good morning, Matt. So, it is a lot. When I saw it, I've seen it a couple times now, but when I saw it, I was like, wow. And I'm not a big Tyco guy. I think they're cool. They got nice stuff. But I don't know. I'm more. I hate to say this, but I like things. I guess I'm just an iWheel guy. I don't know in the collecting side of it, but I appreciate it all. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of Tycos, but they're not carded. I've sold all the carded stuff because I'm like, it's gonna be out of place. I'm more AFX and Auto World. It's gonna be out of place. I don't have the room for it. It's just gonna be. See you, John. That's just my opinion on that. There's guys out there that like Tyco, so I'd rather them benefit from it. So, but yeah, as soon as I know that Brian's gonna set that stuff up and get in the system, I'll post it on the fan page and let you guys all know. If you know, I'm sure he'll tell it before I will, but I'll make sure everybody knows. Hey, you better jump on this. So, and then if you go to any shows, we'll probably bring some stuff to there, so you can grab some of that. Like when we were at the New Jersey show, we brought some Cars and Crews. We didn't sell very many of them. We had, which was kind of surprising. I don't know if you guys like those Cars and Crews or not. I don't know. I think they're cool looking. Wow, there's a bunch of deer over there. Yeah, so got a little present for Tiny. Well, Bobby's got tons of them. Tons. Like thousands. It's crazy. I brought him something. I'm not going to say what it is. But I brought a lot of something. I'm really trying to get some cards today. Homemade stuff. Yeah, thank gosh Brian did this, because people that love Tycos are gonna appreciate this, and you know it's gonna be a lot of work for him, but yeah. I was cracking up yesterday on the live stream. He goes, Xavier goes, "You gonna waste that one too?" About his Coke. And he's like, "What are you talking about? These last for a month, maybe a week." Yeah, right. I would never drink a bottle pop that has been open for a week. He's crazy. That dude is nuts. But it sounds like Brian's got a good group there working. Mac's always been there. He's you can always count Matt, but Xavier's doing a good job, and Sarah's there helping out, and Daniel's got those two young guys helping him out that they've done. I'm gonna check out the warehouse today. Daniel wanted me to check it out, give my approval, but he said they built all kinds of new shelving, and so I'd like to see that. Look at the new office in there. Someone needs to find out what the calorie count is for one cookie for those pumpkin raisin cookies. I bet you they're 150 to 300 calories per cookie. Oh, well, they're busy too, Bob. I mean, their nugs sales are through the roof. I mean, I think they're selling more of those than slot cars, which is great, because that can help him buy more slot cars, So that's what they needed. They needed that extra thing, which is great. Now I hope they don't close the store. When I say close the store, meaning they'll always have something open there, whether it's a racetrack or something like that. But oh no, can't be Paul. He works out 2-3 times a day. No, but no, I do enjoy going to that store. But they might just do it from the warehouse. Everything will be at the warehouse, and then the store will be a racetrack. That's, I think, is going to be their plan, which is cool. Then they can put cars on the shelves there, and guys can buy while they're racing, and they'll have parts there, which that's neat. No, but I mean, Brian has ate that way his whole life. He's not going to change. We all, I drink pop. It's the worst thing for me, probably. That's why I have a stomach. Yeah. Bob, that's hilarious. I'm slightly overweight. I can lose 50 pounds. That's his line. I love that. Cracks me up. But I tell you what, I'm 42 years old. I can't keep up with Brian. There's not many people I know that can keep up with Brian. That guy goes and goes and goes. And he goes for us. I mean, he goes to those shows, he goes there so we can meet him and he can buy and say hello. He's burned out from that stuff. But people don't appreciate him all the time. I'm telling you. It's a lot of work behind the scenes. Good morning, Jim Benito. So Brian called me again yesterday, Jim, and said, "Who's Jim's slot car obsession?" I have had that call from Brian probably 14 times. And I go, "Brian, that's Jim Benito." He said, "Oh, that's right." Yeah, Brian's a tall guy. I said that the first time I met him as well. He's about 6'4". But yeah, he called, he's like, Who's Jim's slot car? I said, "Brian, that's Jim Benito." And then he asked me, "Who's MX69? I said, "That's Luke." So I give him his information. Who else did he ask me about? I forget. Oh, no, not at all, Bob. Not at all. I mean, he calls the mayor Gale Force Hobbies like all the time. But it's funny. I mean, he doesn't even remember his own kids' names. Yeah, but he has dyslexia, so he has an excuse. He calls me Ryan, he calls me Alec, he calls me everything. Yeah, it's sunny today, collection. It's sunny today. James Murphy. Yeah, that's one. And what's funny is he calls him James Murphy because he thought that was his name and it just stuck. It's James Murray, but he called him James Murphy. So that always was funny to me. But I mean, you think about all the years Brian's been on, it'll be 5 years in live stream. I've watched him every day for 5 years. So, it's crazy. Yeah, oh yeah, Rob. I can't remember, what's funny is that I can't remember the guy, but I don't think he tunes in anymore. I hope he's alright. But the guy that bought a picture, I think he was out of Canada, but he bought a picture from Tim, a painting. But I haven't seen him. But I think his name was Rod, but he called him Rob. Or the other way around. I don't know if anybody remembers that guy. Maybe Ted would, but Tim painted him a really cool painting. And Brian would always butcher his name. But he was from Canada, I think. But I haven't seen him on the live stream in a long time. Years. So I hope he's okay. Heck, we were up to 22 people, I think. I just saw. We got 17 on now. We only got 9 thumbs up. Get those thumbs up. That'd be cool. And We're at 415 on subscribers, so that's been bumping up. So closer I get to 500, that when we get to 500, that's when I'm gonna give away a set. So you ain't kidding, Paul. Maybe they'll be our 51st state. It is crazy. I mean, the tax that they get up there, it's a shame, you know. But hell, I mean, I get taxed for my bonuses and all that. That's ridiculous. How much I get taxed on that. I saw that a couple weeks ago. I'm like, on a bonus I got, I'm like, from Q3, I'm going, oh, how much went to taxes? Like, you gotta be kidding me. Excuse me. Hey, good morning, Mike. Oh, nice, Chris. So I got a little ways still to go to Brian's, but I just want to do a live stream today. Seeing drones last night, Jim. Yeah, they're out there, unfortunately. I think people are overreacting about. Well, here, there's probably people out there that 1, 2, 3, 10 people, whatever, thought it would be funny to go out there. Not funny, maybe just fly their drones, and then it got traction, and people are like, oh, this is Iran. Now, Iran did do a propaganda video about drones and stuff like that, and we do need to be serious about that stuff. But if the police are saying, I've heard conflicting stuff. These are drones that are not doing anything illegal. Trust me, if these drones were flying over military bases, they'd be taken out. If these things were doing something illegal, they'd be taken out. Well, maybe not. I don't know. The Chinese, I'll tell you this, if they were flying over a military base, they'd be taken out. But if they're flying over just everywhere else, no. But, I mean, look at that Chinese balloon that they let go from left to right, from west to east. Oh, yeah, big Navy Army game today. It's a big thing. I think Trump's going to be there. Trump and J.D. Vance and that Daniel Perry guy they invited. So that's gonna be cool. That's a big game. That should be huge for the country to watch that. That should be like watching the Super Bowl. Well, I saw this guy, this old man. I don't know what state he was from. But, and you guys might have seen this on the news, he shot down a Walmart or an Amazon drone that was delivering packages because he didn't know what it was. And he got arrested for it. And when the cops put the cuffs on him, jokingly, he said, I can't breathe. Now, I'm not for dirty cops and stuff like that. I'm not going to get into all that crap, but I just thought it was kind of funny that guy said that. Standing up. He was laughing while he was saying it. But he's got to pay $5,000 to replace that drone. But yeah, the whole drone thing, it's gotta, if these people are flying these things over military bases, take them out. If they're in any restricted areas of airports, take them out. Now, I don't know how you take them out. I mean, it's easier said than done where it's got to be safe. They can't be, these are big drones. Some of these are like 8-foot wingspans, 5-foot wingspans. That will hurt somebody or kill them. So you got to be really careful on that. Sure. I'm picking up some cars that I bought, and I want to just see what they have for new inventory, what they got in, maybe pick up some stuff. Did you ever check on that? Oh, I did, Matt. I'll shoot you a text when I get home tonight. Or I can let you, it would just be $10, Matt. Thing's kind of heavy for what it is. I was kind of surprised on how heavy it was. There's a Love's. I think that's the Love's Brian always goes to. So gas here this week went from, it was like 270 or 285, then it went down to 255 like overnight for some reason. And then they go, "Oh, I think we made a mistake. Now it's 319." But there it was 299.
Keep right to continue on US 23 North.
I'm like,
Follow
why
signs
did you
for
guys have
Toledo.
gas for 255 for 12 hours and then shoot up to 319? But I thought that was kind of interesting.
Keep right to continue on US 23 North.
Chrono sits on the Airbus support. Oh. Our drones? Ah. Oh, so maybe we're using them to patrol. Maybe. Like I said, if these things are doing illegal things, trust me, they would be, people would be in trouble, and it would stop. I would hope. Yeah, that's cool that my uncle is a colonel in the Army, Matt. He's been 40 years. If you've ever heard of the Ravenna Arsenal, you would know about the Ravenna Arsenal if you know a lot about the Cold War era. But the Ravenna Arsenal had a nuclear weapon pointed at it. He's the base commander for that base. It's 75,000 acres. Yeah. So anytime I would ever apply for a job, which I haven't applied for many jobs in my life because I stayed at FedEx for almost 15 years, and then prior to that I was at the place for a long time. I went there to the FedEx, and I always would, or my wife, she does it. We always put my uncle on there, and it's a colonel, blah blah blah, and it always looks good when you put a colonel as a reference, your number one reference. But you know what's funny is he's never gotten a call. Never. Now, I've gotten the job, but he's never gotten a call. But it does help my VP is my reference too. Like FedEx. When I left FedEx, my VP recruited me from FedEx to my current job. So I think that was a lot. Right, but they weren't, I don't think they were in military fly zones. I don't think they were in military. They were close by them, but I don't think they were over them. If they were, they would have been down, trust me. And like Matt said, there are, so that's why that if they were over the military and they weren't shot down, they were ours. That's why. Stopped air traffic 2 days. I believe that. Well, that's what happens is there's people that have, like, I have a drone. I have a DJI drone that can fly 1,500 feet up in the air and 5 miles away from my location, all done by GPS. Those are just people that are like, oh, I'm gonna mess with people. You know what I mean? So I'll be honest, I thought about driving a drone or flying my drone over Brian's place today, just messing with him. So I believe that, like Matt said, these are our drones, and then any other ones that you're seeing, like a bunch that just pop up, those are random people that are like, I'm gonna screw with people. That's what I believe. I don't think they're from Iran. I don't think they're from China. But if somebody gets next to a military base or in a military base, they will be shot down. Yep, me too, Jim. So I do drone work for my work because we have those big heavy haul trailers, and I use my drone to film them, and we use it for marketing. So I know all the, like, they were like, oh, we want you to go to this, we got this big shipment up in Cleveland, and I'm like, I can't do that. There's nuclear, there's power plants up there and an airport. I can't fly within 5 miles of that airport. And they're like, oh, so yeah. So people that are flying near airports, if they have GPS drones, they will know exactly who that person is, because your drone is registered to you just like your car. So they will know exactly who is flying that, and they will be arrested. It's a felony. It literally says, like, my drone won't even let me take off if I'm in a restricted area because of GPS. It won't let me take off. And it warns me. It has those big circles like you see on like maps and stuff. Right. Well, they ended up shooting the one down, but it was, by that time, it was all the way across the country. Which was crazy. Yeah. It's warm in the truck. Or back her down a little bit. Hey, Patrick. Hey, time to put money into the defense again. Show them who's boss. Yeah, who knows? I mean, you gotta wait till you have a safe place where you know you can take it down and it won't hurt anybody. So that's an important thing. But there's a lot of space over the west. Oh, Brian's gonna be excited today, guys. Boy.
In half a mile, turn
I
right
saw.
on County Highway 95,
Yeah, I
Township
saw
Highway
that. They were
95.
trying to jump on a plane. 2 people going back to China, and they arrested them. Oh, I better back her down. I don't remember seeing. Man, I really didn't pay attention today. You guys have kept me busy.
Turn right onto County Highway 95,
But-
Township Highway 95.
Right. So my drone, because I have a screen on it, on the receiver, and it
Continue
shows
on County
you
Highway 95 for
like
1 mile.
restricted area. It's red. And but like I said, like if I parked next to an airport and got out and set the drone on my tailgate of my truck, it will not take off. It will not allow me to take off, which is cool. It's pretty much GPS driven. I mean, if I lose contact with it or low battery, it will come all the way back to what it's called home base, where it took off from, a safe setting. It's really cool. I'll show you guys. I'll do a live stream over on my drone and show you it. It's really cool. It's a DJI Mini Pro 2. I was thinking about upgrading it because I use it for work, so I can ride it
In a
off.
quarter mile, turn left onto Ohio 568 West.
Or work would just pay for it. But I do a lot of cool stuff with it. I haven't used it in a while. I have to do a lot of updates on the receiver and the drone itself.
Take the next left onto Ohio 568 West.
So, well, guys, good talk. I doubt I do a show on the way back because I'm usually kind of worn out by that time. And I think Scott usually calls me,
Continue
or I
on
call
Ohio
him
568 West
and talk
for 3
about, hey,
miles.
this is what I got or whatnot. So, but I appreciate everybody tuning in this morning. I know you guys there. Usually I don't ever lose service. My truck for some reason did too, but it's back now. But you guys have a great day. If I do go live on the way home, you know, it'll probably be a shorter one, but I doubt it. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you. Don't forget to check out Scott's live stream tonight, and don't forget to subscribe to everybody. Bob at Electric Avenue, Jim Slot Car Obsessions, Snuggie has a channel, Scott's, Rich, Kenton's, the Mayor, Mark's, everybody check out their live streams and support their channels. All right, guys, have a good one. See you later. Jim, have a good day, buddy. See you guys.